All right, darling, back again. Like I said, I'm gonna get caught up. Yeah, this is the Dear Jane series. We're gonna start off with our legs up on a couch, or you can have them elevated on pillows, whatever feels best. The Dear Jane series is 15 to 20-minute yoga videos, so you can develop your home practice and not have to be in the studio if time is an issue, or, right, if weather is an issue. I still encourage a community practice, but I also believe a ritual at home is important. You all will hear me ranting back and forth to my dear friend Jane, who commissioned this series. If you would like to contribute so we can continue to offer free and complimentary yoga in the communities that we live in across the United States, and here online, you can do so at the link below. Happy to have you all here, y'all. Let's go ahead and do some yoga. Asana, right? Doing yoga all the time, but just coming into our asana practice. Low back grounds down to the earth wherever you land. You're allowing your blood flow to redistribute, shift, or change. Allow yourself to breathe deep into the base of your belly. Do 4 big breaths together. So nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Then allow yourself just to come into some normal breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Always starting off our practice and our days from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe. Just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us, that we're still collectively a part of. We give gratitude to this earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. That we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to indigenous people of these lands. Salish, Kalispel, Kootenai, Ponderay, Blackfoot, Lakota, Little Shell, Walla Walla, and Nez Perce tribes. And reminding ourselves that gratitude for the people is just the first baby step in us coming into our relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and then deed. We have gratitude for this practice. It reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. We give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice, the space of ahimsa, also known as loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done, in order to build a peaceful, loving, and liberated world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe them all the way into your heart center. And then on your exhale, send them off. Before we start to move, just set your intention for your practice. Those spaces of healing, keep them broad and general. Maybe it's spaces of release, maybe it's spaces of lengthening and strengthening, all of which parallel our life off of the mat, y'all. Take the soles of the feet high to the sky and do some little rocks, trying to keep your low back down to the earth. You're just trying to find your range without the use of your hands first. Low back planted, extended through the hamstrings, activating through the quads. Breathe deep into the base of the belly. Pull the legs in towards you ever so slightly. The minute you start to feel the pull in the back of the hamstrings, engage your quads more and back out. And then try to come back into it until you start to feel like the pull again, right? You're finding the space of engagement, right, is where you will have change. Breathe here. And slowly put a bend in the knees. Grab from the inside of the legs to the outside of the feet. And allow yourself just to kind of rock back and forth, side to side in your happy baby. I'm taking more of a position 1 in ballet. Right, breathing deep here into your hips, pressing feet into hands, hands into feet, heels into heels, knees flare out, and then maybe you take these small pulses in and out with the legs. Right, you're trying to find that engagement through your hips. For 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Go ahead and bring yourself down and around your hip and then into your child's pose. Big toes come together. Knees can be as wide as the edges of the mat. Allow yourself, ooh, I need to vacuum under there, to shift back and forth, side to side. Let yourself hang heavy here. Breathing into the back side of the body as fingertips continue to reach. And then if you want to, you can start to bring some movement through your hips, just shifting back and forth, side to side. Checking out the tops of the thighs and the hip joints. Engaging your low belly, pulling it up and in. Crawling out through the fingertips. Breathing into your armpits. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly pull your hands in towards you. Sit yourself up. Press down through the tops of your thighs. Shift yourself back and forth, side to side. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. Crown of the head lifts. Take some small circles here, being mindful of your hips. So pressing down through the tops of the thighs, engaging your low belly for 3, for 2, and 1. And then take it back the opposite way. Heart and chest pull you forward for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then from here, bring yourself forward onto hands and knees, cat-cow, pressing around into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale. Pressing around and squeeze. Inhale. Heart and chest pull you forward. Exhale. Round if you want to take some swings through your hips. You always have that option. Tuck the toes and send the hips back and high and into a down dog. Hands are wide. Check in with the elbows. Points of the elbows turn to look at you. Eye of the elbow looks away. Press into your palms a little bit more and send your hips back a little bit more. Engage your quads. Wrap them around the bones. Breathe into the back side of the body. Let the head hang heavy. And then spot right in between your thumbs. Step your feet up to meet your hands. Put a bend in the elbows and just come into your forward fold. You can put as much of a bend in the knees as you like. Coming into more of a ragdoll first to start. And then on the next inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and shins. You're activating your quads as you're lengthening through your hamstrings. And then take your right hand down underneath your face as you put a bend through the right knee, and then left hand comes high to the sky. Press down through the palm and reach to the opposite fingertips. Swap it out, hand down, pull up through the hip, reach to the fingertips, engage the low belly, ground down through the foot. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, down. And then inhale, pull yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high up and overhead. Exhale, fold it down and over. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, palms plant, take your feet back. Press yourself right back into a down dog. You can skip the flow, or if you'd like to take it, you always can. Left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Spot the left thumb and step the left foot up to meet the left hand. Drop down to the back right knee. Toes flip flat. Inhale. Low crescent lunge. Pull back through the left hip. Pull forward with your right. You can pulse into it. You're trying to pull the right knee forward. Your back heel back to fire up through the hip. Be mindful of your IT band. You're not trying to strain, right? You're just trying to stretch for 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down to your heart line. Left elbow outside of your right knee. Turn and look out past your left shoulder. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands come back behind you. Interlock your fingers, pull down through your fists. Lift through the heart and the chest as you squeeze the shoulders towards one another. Find your counter. Maybe you do some pulsing through the legs for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Hands clear down to the earth. Tuck the back right toes. Step the left knee back. Send your hips back and high down dog. I'm gonna flip around. Y'all don't have to. Right leg comes high to the sky this round, three-legged dog. Balance out through your hips first. Remember, we always have the tendency to want to rock to the hip of the standing leg. Activate your right glute and your right hamstring for the lift. And then spot your right thumb as you step your right foot up. Back knee drops. Pull your right heel in towards you. And then you're holding here, y'all. Pulling back through your right hip. Little tiny pulses. So you're trying to pull back through your right heel, pull forward with your left knee, checking in with your hip. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, take that left elbow outside of right knee, turn and twist. Pull back through your right hip, pull forward with your left. If you want to do little pulses. But you're trying to move equally through your hips here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands come back behind you. Interlock your fingers. Pull down through your fists. Again, find that little pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Hands clear. Tuck the back toes. Send hips back and high. Pedal out through your heels. Press into your palms. Breathe deep into the base of your belly. And then drop down to your knees. Cross your ankles. Come on down to your seat. Left leg extends. Sole the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Turn your body towards your straight leg and fold over as you're still trying to pull back through your left hip. Pull forward with your right. Turn your left side body. Pull, so it's like pulling up and away as your right side body is turned in. You're breathing into the top of your thigh. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Same thing on the opposite side. Leg extends. Sole the foot to the inside of the thigh. Let yourself fold down and over. Turn towards your straight leg. Again, find your little tiny pulse here. Maybe Maybe roll into yourself. Maybe keep a little tiny bend through that knee. Activate your quad. Hold here for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Bring yourself all the way up. Release. Take both legs down to the end of the mat. Send yourself down and onto your seat. Down and onto your back. Hands come down to your sides. Brush the back side of your heels. Pop your heart and chest up. Send your hips high. You can come up and onto the balls of the feet if you choose. You can also interlock your fingers underneath you as you shimmy your shoulders towards each other a little bit more. If you want a little compression of your ass, you can drop your seat down and find, some compression of your wrists. Put your thumbs kind of hit like right at your perineum so you can press down into that. Breathe deep into your pelvic floor. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Press down and into your thumbs, and then take the soles of the feet high to the sky again. Only if the arms can bear the weight. Slowly release. Release the hands out from underneath you. Windshield wiper the knees back and forth, side to side. And then extend the legs all the way down to the end of the mat. Toes flop out to the side. Hands down to the sides. Palms face up to the sky. Staying and holding here in your Shavasana. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in me sees, honors, and reflects. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in each of you, the collective we and all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me today and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, minds, and souls. When you do leave this space, be sure to go in peace and remember to serve love always, because love is the main ingredient and it's our only pathway to liberation. Thanks so much, y'all. That's 4 videos this morning. We may even do 6. Not 6 more, just 2 more. But peace and love, everybody. We'll talk to you all soon.